Another episode of the Newton County Holler is coming your way in a fun winter play day. And we've had quite a few of those. Tonette, how the heck are you, my friend? How has the snowpocalypse of 2025 treated you?
Very well rested. And I have my snow ice cream fix for 2025. So that's
Oh,
good.
that's good. That is. And it's that first fresh snow that always tastes the best.
Yeah, I don't know if it's recommended, but who am I to say?
Yeah, you know what? That's they did it a long time before someone said you shouldn't, and I guess they
Mm,
eventually grew the people who said you shouldn't, right? Yeah.
yeah.
But the snow everywhere is the snow, and a great focal point to talk about all the things in this week's episode of the Holler, because between the photos of the weeks, which you see behind us here, as well as an awesome montage of some beautiful photography that was captured during this whole thing. Then also, Newton County Chamber President Ben Bowser's a bit of a harrowing adventure over the weekend, as he was going to be our first guest anyway, but then things happened and he had to do more things. It's quite interesting. And then, of course, we'll be talking about snow babies at the end of it all, who are going to be celebrating some birthdays and whatnot. So, with all of that said, Tonette, tell us about the photos of the week that we're working with.
Well, behind me, I have one posted by the Junction Quick Stop. Love it. But they
That
were
is so
so
pretty.
hard. Yes, it's gorgeous. That's Jasper. So
Right
I think
on.
we had a little more on the mountain, but I'm not sure when that was taken, but it's a great photo. Love that view.
Yeah.
And you have, I believe that is the Arkansas Grand Canyon before the snow. Kevin Middleton did that one. But I had
Yeah.
a really rough time choosing photos this week. I just couldn't do it. There were so many good ones out there. So we have a little montage at the
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll show folks that, because now everybody go ahead and lace up your snow boots again. You might want to bump the thermostat just a little, because guess what? You're probably going to get a little chilly on this one.
Aren't those
Oh,
great?
it's amazing that we live in a postcard around these parts. I mean,
Yes,
seriously. And then
we
we get that
do.
extra incentive of the winter highlights, and just makes all what when you look at the trees and they're all dead because of the season, but boy, when they get dusted with the snow, and it's just, I love seeing that. It's like a Bob Ross painting for real, you know.
Right.
It's just absolutely gorgeous. So kudos to all the photographers there for doing such a great capturing of these moments and then sharing them out there for all the world to see. That is absolutely fantastic.
And let me say
Moving.
that was just the tip of the iceberg, Jim, if you'll pardon the pun.
Wah, wah, wah. But that was golden
Who needs
nonetheless.
sound effects, huh?
That was good stuff. But and more good stuff in regards to just in general, nice guy. This is the first time I got a chance to really talk to Newton County Chamber President and local businessman Ben Bowser. It was great chatting with him, and a couple things that I note in here. I hope the viewer will pay attention to, that when it comes to the people who are involved with the Newton County Chamber and their belief in the belief of it, is quite impressive to me. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and roll that tape so you can see why I get a little flush whenever I'm talking about what I'm talking to today.
Well, I'm a little excited because today we have Ben Bowser. And Ben is the president. He has been for about, I guess, going on 2 years now. Well, this is our third the president of the chamber. So I'm excited for you to meet him.
Well, let's say hi to Ben now. Welcome to the screen, Ben Bowser. How are you on this wonderful winter day?
Oh, I'm fabulous. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Tonette.
Well,
Glad you're here.
Well, see, now I don't want to be rude and everything and just go kicking the lady out of the room, but let the boys talk for just a moment. How about that, Tonette?
Okay, I think I trust you.
So, okay, now that she's gone, pal, let's air some grievances. It's like Festivus in January, right? But in all fun and seriousness that we do, let me ask you a question. Now, Ben, you are also the Newton County Chamber of Commerce president, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Now, one of the things that, again, as we're getting a chance now, we've known each other on the Facebook land forever and a day because that's how everybody does. However, you've got a whole lot more going on in the real world. So, in this discussion, we can talk about the chamber here in just a minute. But this is actually, I think, again, in experiences that I've had all around the places, one of the things I love to see is when you have an organization such as the Chamber of Commerce, when you have people involved in taking positions of power, such as the president. That sounds so formal, doesn't it? The position of power. But when it comes to that, it's really awesome when you have someone who is very much engaged in the local business because you have them, as well as other things that you do as far as volunteer work and very important volunteer work at that. So, with that said, let's kind of introduce everyone as to what you do when it comes to your businesses here in Newton County.
Okay, sure. Well, I guess the history of my family business was in metal roofing. I was a metal roofer for about 30 years, actually. That puts me way back there. I started roofing with my dad and my brothers at about 12 years old. So that's kind of where the construction side of it started. And then in 2021, just 3.5 years ago, I think it was pretty close. We started integrity contracting. I started integrity contracting that, we do steel buildings, all kinds of construction, everything from airplane hangars to, custom homes, barn dominiums, houses, just a lot of custom things. So integrity contracting, that's a little bit about what we do there. Back in 2016, my wife and I had a dream of starting a vacation rental business, and we started with a tree house, and then it just kind of grew from there. So on that side of it, we basically started with the one tree house, and then now we have nine vacation rentals that we either own or operate. So it's been, our lives are busy between family, church, and volunteer work on the local rescue group, high and go rescue team, and even as an EMT with North Arc. I don't lack for anything to do.
Well, you see, and that's something that I think is very important to, again, I know you don't seem like the type of guy who's looking for attaboys in any of the actions that you guys are doing, but at the same time, attaboy, because you're showing, again, to be involved in the chamber in general is, that's a little extra for someone to do, but then to actually take up the reins as the chamber president and the responsibilities involved in that for the betterment of the business community and the community at large, I tip my funny little hat to you because that is most certainly a very, I mean, again, that's not something to sneeze at. Well, let me ask you that going into your relationship with the Newton County Chamber, what got you involved initially and then to decide to, let's take it a little more serious. Well, actually take on the responsibility.
I'm not sure first, I am not sure that I remember exactly how it started in the very beginning. Had some interest on the board. I think it was mainly from an advertising perspective for my vacation rental business, Buffalo River Vacations, and then got involved that way a little bit. And then I think I was asked if I would be open to be on the ballot for president. And well, at that time, the sitting president was stepping back, and they needed somebody to take the place. And I wasn't looking to do that, but the opportunity was there. And I guess my passion for small businesses and growing small businesses, I wanted to, do my part in promoting small businesses in Newton County and, my local area here, as well as promoting tourism and just commerce in general. So, yeah, it just kind of morphed into that. I was kind of put on, voted on, and it's just, we've run ever since. So the chamber's making some good changes. Tonette, if it wasn't for her being the director of the chamber, I don't know where we would be. But so kudos to her. But the chamber is making some big changes over the last couple of years. I'm really excited about the future.
Well, that's fantastic. And again, I sincerely mean this because one of the things that, again, living in Harrison and Boone County all these years, every time I've come to Newton County over the years, like doing stuff with the Elk Fest and other things, just visiting as it's a cool backyard to have to go play in, is I love the sense of community that really does permeate down there. And you as president and everything you just said there really reflects that. And so this is why I personally am glad to be involved in this Newton County Holler project, because I'm working with folks who want to do. And that's where I think the opportunity for folks to be able to join the chamber and participate, learn more. And you don't even have to be like super active in it to benefit, like you said, from the advertising angle of things. Mm-hmm. So that collective is absolutely fantastic. So now, again, I want to throw one more thing because I want to get a story from you. Because again, as we are recording this, I almost said taping and sounded old and silly. But as we were recording, but when it comes to this past weekend, and we had this snow that just came in, just bam, on top of everybody. Now, you guys with the rescue team, you guys got busy last night. Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Yeah, I can. Excuse me. We got called out to a missing person up at Hemden Hollow area. And of course, we have about 6, 7 inches of snow on the ground. And with the temperatures being so cold, it had the potential to turn into something serious for the person missing. But after several hours of looking, the rangers were able to locate the person, and we went in and helped walk the person out. The person was okay, just lost, and it was kind of interesting. She wasn't from the area, but she was looking for a treasure, and she got lost and cold and lit her backpack and gear on fire to stay warm till she was rescued. So we had quite the operations, and my night was, well, I didn't get to bed very early. I'll put it that way.
Well, it depends on how you define early, right? If it was like this morning.
Yeah, but it was a good outcome. And some of our rescues for sure don't have that kind of an outcome, whether someone falls off of a bluff and, gets hurt or killed or something like that. So this was a good outcome, which is always good.
And it's fantastic that you guys are there on the ready too. So that, again, that says so much about Newton County as a whole, because you guys are going to always do the best you can for the locals and the visitors alike. And so again, I tip my funny little hat to you. So, well, Ben, thank you for taking the time, and I do hope everything continues to go well with all of your business and chamber endeavors, and look forward to seeing you again soon, but outside of just this little box that we're sitting in right now.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Jim. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, kind sir. So again, that was Ben Bowser, and he's the Newton County Chamber President and so much more. And I'm going to bring Tonette back in right now because I love it when you introduce me to cool, fun people.
Oh, and there's a lot of them. Yeah, Ben's at the top of the list, but there are several. You have a lot to look forward to.
I can't wait. And so we'll get back to this episode of the Holler now, and then we'll get planning on the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. See, and that was the fun part right there, because now we just like busted through the fourth wall again. That was kind of spooky, actually, the way we did that throw there.
Especially the way your shirt just boom.
We have a budget here that allows for some of the greatest digital effects processors
You know,
known to
I
man.
can only afford one shirt though.
You are
It
also
was
the continuity director, and I didn't get the memo. That's my bad there. But no, we had talked to Ben just a couple days ago, and
yeah.
yeah,
Great
it was
job.
good. Yeah, he
Great job.
just what a great guy, and I can't wait. See, the other cool thing about when it comes to doing the Newton County Holler is it does give us the opportunity to share with folks out here in the whole expansive world that is the world, the folks who are actively participating on the board with the Newton County Chamber of Commerce, and be able to get that real world reason as to why they do participate, and they encourage folks to hop on board like right now with with January being the membership drive month, and the proof is always in the pudding, and Ben is a fine example of the great reasons to be involved with the Newton County Chamber. So that's my perspective anyway.
That's right. Yes. Great interview, by the way. Yes, I get to work with Ben, and then hopefully we'll get to meet some more of my board members because it is a commitment, it's a sacrifice, and it's work to be a part of a working board. And without their direction and support, uh, it it would be impossible, obviously. And we've got a great group that I look forward to introducing you to, Jim.
I'm looking forward to meeting all of them. Another great group. Now we'll get off just the bandwagon of doing the things that we do here. Let's talk about another group. Those snow bunnies that were born this time of year. Because this is a cool thing about the Newton County Holler, along in conjunction with the Monday Minute that's put out from the Newton County Chamber of Commerce. We get the opportunity to let you out there, dear viewer, watcher, sharer, subscriber, liker, commenter. I think I covered all those. But you guys get the opportunity to interact with the show as well. And we get to do some what I'd like to call old school radio send ups that are fun because again, if we've got the opportunity to catch the attention of a few more people than just you standing outside on your porch going, today's my birthday. Well, guess what? We get to kind of share with everybody, and again, it's about building community one person at a time. And so now, Donna, you've got some snow babies to talk about, do you not?
I do. I have to do a throwback to start with. My sister had a birthday this week. Christy Hall. So it's been a day or two ago, but we didn't get to holler about that. So I'm going to do it now. Happy birthday, Christy. Also, happy birthday to Victoria Matlock with Mountaintop Insurance Agency. She's a great chamber member. Her birthday is going to be the 15th. On the 17th, David Clenzar's birthday. Becky Morgan, also on the 17th. Jody Hill on January 18th and Johanna Parker on the 19th. I don't know about the rest of them, but when Christy came, there was a huge snow. Big deal. A lot of problems.
I love how you put it like that. Wow, she got here, so came the problems. No,
Well, I hope they were able to celebrate in the snow. Sure. That makes it great. But when you're trying to get here in the snow, sometimes it can get tricky.
That's true, but Ben and the crew are ready just in case. So all things are covered there. So and again, if you got something you'd like to holler out, be it a birthday shout out, or you'd like to submit a photo for photo of the week, you can always do so by reaching out to Tonette by way of the Newton County Chamber of Commerce website. There's so many syllables and all of that. But another thing, and I like this, check this out. There's a lot of social media outreaches that you can participate in. So from the Newton County Arkansas Adventures and Services, that one's fun. And then you've got the Newton County Arkansas Cabins, Motels, RVs, and Campgrounds. That one is equally fun. And then Newton County, Arkansas, all squeezed into this nice little sidebar right down through here that you too can participate on all of the socials. And it's all a part of continuing what is the mission of the Newton County, Arkansas Chamber of Commerce, which once again, you can hop on the web and you can learn all about it tell them the web address, Tonette.
That's going to be newtoncountychamber.com.
See how easy that was? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another fantastic adventure in this here Newton County Holler with you will definitely wearing 3 layers of socks because it is still cold out there, a little soggy from the snow melting at this point. But it's truly a winter wonderland. I do believe that these backdrops, especially Tonette, shows how that inspiration came about for that tune for sure. So Tonette, I say we wrap it up so these folks can get back to making their vacation plan, their travel plans over here to Newton County.
That's right.
Well, fantastic. Everybody have a great rest of the week and be sure to get signed up for the Monday Minute and join us again right here where you see us for another episode of the Newton County Holler.